absolutely right. I have made a mess of things. I wish there was some way I could make it up to you.
Stryker's the only one who can help me now, Mom.
It's true, I suppose, but I still wish there was something.
Look, I appreciate the thought, Mom, but I'd really rather you didn't try and do anything more for me. I do hope you understand.
Try not to be too hard on me. With Alex in the hospital, you're all I have now.
How is Alex?
He's the same. The doctors say that for the moment he's out of danger.
There's no chance he'll have a second stroke.
They don't think so.
Well, that's good news.
Yes. But it's as if he weren't really there. He just lies there, staring forward. I talk to him, touch him. There's never the hint of a response. The doctors don't even think he's aware.
I'm sorry, Mom.
To think that it's the same man who was once so assertive, so vital. You know, Alex always had a special fondness for you.
Look, Mom, we weren't going to talk about that, remember?
No, you're right. Not now. It's just that I feel so lonely.
Well, if it's any consolation, Mom, I feel lonely, too.
At least you still have Paige.
No, Mom. I don't. I've offered to give Paige a divorce.
When?
She came by yesterday. I told her then. Well, I guess this makes you very happy, doesn't it, Mom?
Did she ask for the divorce?
No. But I think it's the only answer. The way things look right now, I'm going to be in jail for at least 3 years, maybe longer. It's unfair to make her wait that long, Mom. It's unfair to both of us. And I hate the idea of being in prison while my marriage disintegrates and I can't do anything about it.
I know this decision must have caused you a great deal of pain, but I think it's a wise one.
Now, I've asked Paige not to come by here anymore, at least for a while. I'm going to ask you to do the same thing.
Oh, Dennis,
Look,
you
Mom,
can't.
it's what I want, all right?
All right. For a while.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Wheeler, your time is up.
Yes. Goodbye, Dennis.
Goodbye, Mom.
Hello, Iris.
Eddie.
How's it going, Dad?
All right. How are you? I was surprised to see Iris here.
Just as surprised as I was when she came by.
I hope you weren't too hard on her, Dennis. She's going through a rough time right now.
Well, that makes two of us, Dad. Sorry.
It's all right. Your mother's goodbyes seemed almost final.
They were. I asked her not to come by for a while.
Well, that is your choice.
Look, Dad, I've had something on my mind, and I just like to discuss it with you.
What is it?
Well, until Stryker can get me out of here on bail, assuming he can do that, well, until he can do that, I'd like you to stay in my apartment. I know your place is kind of small, and, well, I just feel a lot better if somebody stayed in the apartment.
Well, that's what you want, Dennis. I'll be glad to. Temporarily.
Well, that's just the point, Dad. I'm not sure it's going to be temporary.
The non-stop through bus to Amarillo was now boarding at gate 16.
51, 51. Come on, you gotta be here. 51. Come on, get in there, Keith. Do yourself.
Last call for through bus to Amarillo, gate 16.
Dennis, there's no reason to give up hope.
Dad, hope wears thin after you've been in this place a couple of days.
Stryker has asked the DA to reduce the charges against you from first-degree murder to manslaughter.
Oh, great. Now I can look forward to a 10-year prison sentence instead of 20.
Well, if I have anything to do with it, you won't be sentenced at all.
Dad, I appreciate your concern. But there's nothing you can do to change the course of justice.
Well, there are just too many loose ends in this
Loose ends
case.
or not, Dad, the DA isn't going to let a murderer loose out on the streets.
I don't believe that you're a murderer. Dennis, have you forgotten that quite recently I was accused of being a traitor?
But you weren't.
Yes, but nobody knew that. In fact, the general consensus was that I was a traitor. There was no proof against it. Only you and a few of my friends couldn't believe it and wouldn't rest until I was absolved.
Dad, that was a completely different story.
No, it wasn't. You didn't believe that I could be a traitor. I don't believe that you could kill anyone, even accidentally.
Look, I don't want to talk about it anymore, all right?
But, Dennis, you have to talk about it and think about it until you remember more
That's
of what
all I've
happened
been
that night.
hearing from people, Dad.
I'm sorry. One feels helpless.
Look, Dad, I appreciate your concern. I really do. But night and day, that's all I've been hearing from people who care about me. And I'm tired, Dad. I'm really tired of trying to remember. I can't remember what happened that night. I'll never remember. So what's the use?
All right. If that's what you want.
It is.
We won't discuss it further. But I am not going to see you go to jail for a crime I don't think you committed. One way or another, I'm going to get you off.
Well, it's Bernie's suitcase. He had in the trailer all the time.